Welcome back to JNCIC Sunday School Online Ministry! It's me, Teacher Eden, ang inyong online tagapagturo. Na-enjoy niyo ba ang lesson natin last week about the parable of the sower? I'm sure you did! Excited na ba kayo para sa panibago nating kwento sa araw na ito? Tayo ay manalangin. Gumawa ng bahay, lagay sa dibdib, pumikit, at manalangin. Panginoong Diyos, maraming salamat po sa araw na ito na kami ay makakapakinig ulit ng iyong salita. Dalangin po namin na ikaw ay lalo naming makilala sa pamamagitan ng pag-aaral ng iyong mga parabola. Maraming salamat po sa iyo po lahat ng papuri, pasasalamat at pagsamba sa tanging pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Narito si Ate Aba para turuan tayo ng isang panibagong action song.
Hi kids! A blessed Sunday! So ngayon, ang ating pag-aaralang kanta is entitled, I Want to Be Faithful. So madali lang yung ating kantang ito and yung ating action song. So pag sinabi natin, sa chorus muna tayo, no? I want to be faithful, yung ating mga kamay ilagay natin sa ating mga dibdib. I want to be faithful, tapos I want to be true. Ulit, I want to be faithful, I want to be true, and I want to be faithful in all that I do. I want to be faithful through every test. Turo natin. I want to be faithful, I'll give Him my best. Nakuha ba natin yung chorus? Ulitin natin, ha? I want to be faithful, I want to be true, I want to be faithful in all that I do. I want to be faithful through every test. I want to be faithful, I'll give Him my best. Wow, the best naman talaga yung ating mga kids. No? Para sa ating verse, ganito yon. God, turo tayo sa ating taas. Isa at dalawa. So, God gives all His children talents. Galaw natin yung ating mga kamay. Both great, ganyan. Sige nga, yung ating mga daliri. Parang number 3 sign lang. Great and small, maliit. Ulit. God gives to all His children talents, both great and small. Tapos, my gift. Atin daw. Hawak tayo sa ating mga dibdib. My gifts belongs to Jesus. Tapos, atras. I'll make Him use them all. Nagawa ba natin? Sige nga, gamitin natin, ha? God gives to all His children talents, both great and small. My gifts belongs to Jesus. I'll let Him use them all. Then, chorus na. I want to be faithful, I want to be true ng paulit-ulit. Nakuha ba natin? Siyempre naman, di ba? Fast learning ng ating mga kids. Tara, sayo na tayo, ha? Let's go!
God gives to all His children talents both great and small. My gifts belong to Jesus. I'll let Him use them all. I want to be faithful. I want to be true. I want to be faithful in all that I do. I want to be faithful through every test. I want to be faithful. I'll give Him my best. I want to live for Jesus. I want to please God's Son. If He has found me faithful, I'll hear Him say, well done. I want to be faithful. I want to be true. I want to be faithful in all that I do. I want to be faithful through every test. I want to be faithful. I'll give Him my best. I want to be faithful. I'll give Him my best.
Once there was a wealthy man preparing to leave on a long journey. He gathered his servants together and gave careful instructions on what to do while he was away. "I will be leaving you shortly and may not return for quite some time," he explained to them. "I am putting you in charge of my wealth so that my estate will continue to prosper even while I am away." So the master divided his wealth among his servants based on each one's ability to manage it. The first servant was given 5 talents. Each talent was equal to thousands of dollars. This servant took the sum of money given to him, and he immediately went to work, using what he was given to make more money. He knew this would please the master. His efforts produced 5 more talents. The second servant was given 2 talents. Not as much as was given the first servant, but still a great deal of money. This servant took what was given to him and, like the first servant, dutifully invested it to make more money. He too knew this would please the master. His efforts produced 2 more talents. The third servant was given 1 talent, less than the other servants, but still a good amount of money. This servant failed to see the value in the opportunity that the master had given him, and fearing any risk to it, promptly went out and dug a hole and buried it in the ground. Many days, weeks, and months passed, and finally the master returned. Eager to find out the condition of his property and wealth, he called his servants together to hear what they had done with what he had given them to manage. Each servant approached the master to give their report. The first 2 servants proudly showed their master that they had doubled what he had given them. The master smiled. "Well done, my good and faithful servants. You have been faithful with a few things. I will now put you in charge of many things." He added, "Come and let us celebrate." Then the last servant, who had been trusted with 1 talent, approached the master and accused him, saying, "You are a hard man to please, so in fear of you, I buried the money you gave me into the ground. Here is the 1 talent that belongs to you." The master was furious. "You wicked and lazy servant," he said. "I gave you an amount of property I knew you would be able to manage, but you did nothing with it. At least you could have put it in the bank to earn a small amount of interest. Now, you will lose your talent to the servant who gained 5. With that, the master took the only talent the servant had and cast him out of his household forever.
Ang bawat isa sa atin ay binigyan ng Diyos ng regalo. These gifts are blessing from above. Nabuksan nyo na ba ang regalo na binigay sa inyo ng Panginoon? These gifts may be your friends, your family, or it could be something that is already in you, like your talents. This story tells us about the character of the Lord, that He is a generous God. Mapagbigay ang Panginoon dahil binigyan ka niya ng napakaraming biyaya. He gave you a lot of things that you should be thankful for. The question is, what are we going to do to take care of these blessings? You're right! Use your gifts and your talents in the right way, that He may be glorified. Gamitin ito para mapapurihan ang Diyos. Marunong ka bang kumanta? Then sing for the Lord. Marunong ka bang sumayaw? Then dance for the Lord. Magaling ka bang magsalita? Then share the Word of God to your friends. There are many ways on how we can glorify the Lord, just like the faithful servant in the story. And why do we have to become a faithful servant? Because everything we have belongs to the Lord. And if you do that, surely you will become blessed. And being blessed by God is the greatest thing that we can be. Matthew 25 verse 29 says, "Everyone who uses what they have will get more, but people who do not use what they have will have everything taken away from them." Ulitin natin, Matthew 25 verse 29 says, "Everyone who uses what they have will get more, But people who do not use what they have will have everything taken away from them. Tayo ay manalangin. Panginoon, maraming salamat po sa mensahe na aming narinig sa umagang ito. Dalangin po namin na kami ay lalo pang maging mabuting servant at maging faithful po sa mga bagay na ipinagkatiwala niyo sa amin. Maraming salamat po sa tanging pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Paalam mga bata, magkita-kita tayo muli sa susunod na linggo alas 9 ng umaga dito sa JNCAC Sunday School Online Ministry. Paalam!
I want to be faithful. I want to be true. I want to be faithful in all that I do. I want to be faithful through every test. I want to be faithful. I'll give him